Hey, this is Jeff from Jeff Race to the Top. Ran one of my cleanest races yet so far. Didn't hit anything or anybody. I think I rubbed the wall a little bit, but it wasn't nothing major. Towards the end of the race though, the car started stumbling. It was at the last caution when I tried to take off. It started just bucking and started misfiring. So got to figure out why that is. But I finally got some free time to at least go over the car, clean it, and look into that issue. So got some work ahead of me, but I think I'll be good to figure it out. I do want to take the condenser out. It started creeping hotter than normal during racing, or at least I noticed it this time. But yeah, I want to take that condenser off to get the most airflow across the radiator. Also, I need to make a screen. Now I have to make a screen if I'm going to take that condenser off, because I mean, looking at it, it's kind of beat up. I mean, most of the fins are, it's pretty much a dam now. But anyway, again, I got enough time till the next race to figure out all this stuff, so let's get to it. I got the car off the lift. I'm back here at the woods. I need to pull out the passenger side rad support area so I can get that on and off a little easier without having to, you know, finagle things too much. So what I found, I noticed, like I said, midway through the race, it started overheating when I was one of those cautions. I was like, huh, that's a little interesting. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how I lose all the fins. And it doesn't look like it damaged too much of anything. Besides, I guess, aftermath. I mean, on the radiator itself, it looks like it's got some damage to it, but not like where it would blow the fan apart. But anyway, again, I want to take that off. I want to take the condenser off because it's getting pretty clogged up. I want to put a screen in front of there instead of just having the condenser. The condenser was my screen slash, I guess, protection, but I'm gonna have to, you know, put an actual screen there. I need to take that condenser off because like I said, the fins are pretty mashed in. I don't think there's a lot of airflow going through there. So also with the suspension parts, I ordered a bunch of parts. I'm just waiting for that to come in. I should have that done sometime next week, I want to say, because that's when the parts are getting here. It's not going to be that much time, I guess, devotion into getting things done. I still got to figure out a way, because I was told when Dave and Mike was watching me race that the front camber was going in and out. So I don't know if things are loosening up. It didn't feel like it was loose when I had it on the lift. The bolts were tight, but I got to figure out a way to keep the alignment as keep the alignment where it is at all as possible, so I can get a better feel of the car, so it's not doing whatever it wants to do, and I can I guess more do what I want to it, you know, kind of thing, instead of what it wants to do to me. But anyway, like I said, just want to get that body panel off. I may take the bumper off and wait for the parts to get here, but then I might not want to, because I might lose some things along the way if I do that. So anyway, get back to it. So that's the body that I really want to pull out. Like I said, it's just to get the core support, the radiator support, off and on easier. I did kind of bang this out with a hammer, a rubber mallet I should say, or a dead blow mallet, and straighten that as best I can. But I'm going to have this tied to there, or to a ratchet strap, or the come along, and pull that out. Again, I'm not going to put it on video. You guys see me do this over and over again. The screen will go in front of here. You see them two bolts right there and right there? I have a good mounting spot for it. I want to take that condenser out. Like I said, it's getting beat up. I think it's restricting airflow. Again, I want to get an actual screen on there to protect the radiator a little better. And also, I got to find a way to keep the radiator in place. I may have to zip tie it to the frame rail down there, and right here is good enough. But repeated hits to this side, it keeps breaking the zip tie right here. So I have to have multiple points of, I guess, secureness for the radiator. It is what it is. And like I said, I don't know what the heck will cause that to happen. All right. It's another day. Got the car back on the lift. Got the body panels to fit pretty well on the front, so I can get the hood closed and pretty much get that radiator aligned with that the core support, so I can secure that a little better. Started taking the front apart. You know, I wanted to see about replacing some parts that I thought were bent but aren't. Turns out the strut the bottom of it is pretty bent, so causing my alignment issues in the front. So that probably is what's causing it. So in the stands, Dave and Mike were saying while they see me going around the track, the alignment, the camber was going in and out. So this could cause a lot of it. So need to order more parts. It is what it is. At least the other stuff are good, so I could put them on. I'm not going to replace them for now. End up, let's see, I still got to put in the radiator and the rad fan, so I can end up doing that. Well, show must continue, right? All right, so the new struts are on there. The hood's lined up. The only thing left to do is to put a screen on it so that the radiator is not going to get all beat up. I did take the condenser off, and that was all getting clogged, and it was getting pretty much beat up from the dirt. The fins were all sideways, so I don't think it was getting a lot of airflow. Got the new rad fan on there I still don't understand how that blew apart. I'm assuming that maybe every time it broke a motor mount, it's just jiggling around and hitting stuff. Maybe that's how it blew apart, and I just didn't notice that one or two fans are broken here and there. That's what I'm assuming. So got the car fixed enough. Got the new struts on there in the front. Tires are looking great. It looks straight up. I don't want to mess with the top of the strut tires, drill them out, and then move them to where I want it to. And then during the race, they're going to move back to where they're, not supposed to be. So I don't want to have created a new problem on that. But other than that, I got the car pretty much done. The hood pins are lined up pretty much enough so I can get the hood pins on there, get the hood closed. The only thing really left to do is to put a screen on the radiator, which isn't going to take me too much of a time. I have an idea of what to do. Also, I did get the check engine light scanned. All it did was say multiple misfires. It had a 5 and 6 cylinder 5 and 6 were misfiring, which I think I know what it is. I'm just gonna go in there, clean out the boots a little bit. It's probably getting water in there. Those are the only two cylinders that I've had much of a problem with over I guess just sitting. Even though I cleaned it, I guess just sitting back there collecting moisture, it just corrodes in there a little bit. So just got that to do, which ain't that big of a deal. So going into the race, staying at the top isn't cutting out for me. It's not producing the speeds that I want. I don't think I can keep up with them if I stay up there. So I'm gonna have to strategize something to either hug the inside. I don't know if that means staying completely on the inside. I don't know how that works. Or if I'm gonna have to cut from the top and basically turn the turns real short and try to hug the inside of the wall. I don't know how that's gonna anticipate it. But going around the top, I don't know how to keep the front end from diving down, and I don't know if that's just my driving style or if it's more throttle control that I need. I just can't stay in the gas because it's bringing the back end of the car around, and it feels like it wants to turn over, and I don't know if I'm oversteering too much. I don't know how to explain that, so I don't know what kind of strategies that I need to go into the next race to try and get me faster. I don't want to completely cut everybody off, but then again, if I want to, right? Dilemmas. Well, anyway, that's strategies. But the car is pretty much all done. But anyway, if you watch this video to the end, a like, share, and subscribe would do me greatly, and I'll see you at the racetrack.